Today, I'm showing you another simple woodworking project that you can build in under 5 minutes. All you need to knock this project out is a jigsaw and a drill. Even if your asking price is $1 less than what Temu's trying to sell their knockoffs for, you're still profiting $172 per 2x6x8. Make a trip to your local dealer and pick up a piece of that construction grade lumber so we can get started. And when you get home, head on over to whosthevos.com and print out the free plans. Simple, accessible woodworking. That's my motto. Everything I provide is 100% free. With our plans, we're going to cut out these two funky shapes. And I'm going to be focusing on this one first. Measuring from top to bottom, I get 6 3/4 of an inch. Depending on your computer, browser, file viewer, and printer settings, you might get a different number. And that's why we measure them separately in our own garages. So using a square, I draw a straight line across our 2x6 every 6 3/4 of an inch. Once you have it all marked, cut on that line so that you have a few blanks to work with. With our newly acquired one-way boomerangs, we're going to take one of those slices, take our freshly cut template, line them up just in the center, just so those rounded edges aren't playing in a factor, and then we're going to trace around him. Doesn't need to be exact. Rough shape is good. If he moves, just put him back. And to cut out our two curves, I just put down a few pieces of stiff insulation foam. This way when I'm running my jigsaw, there's no risk of it going into my workbench. And since we are working with smaller pieces, it's a little bit safer to be working in an upright position that's more comfortable than on the ground. Chicken, it looks like you're wearing a toilet seat on your head. We're going to get to that step in a second. It has nothing to do with toilets. This is the shape that you are going to end up with. We need to put a quick crosshair on the top. Just put a straight edge corner to corner. Find your center, 7/8 inch Forstner bit, because we are cutting into some end grain and I don't want to have any tear out if I jumped right over to one of these. We're going to use that here in a second. Right now, Forstner bit just to get it started, about an inch down. Maybe clamp this down if you want to. Yeah. However, our Forstner bit does not get us the depth that we require for this project. And that's when we tag team it with this, a spade bit, speed bit, paddle bit, fast boring bit. It's got 100 different names, nobody knows why. The only one that I suggest you do not purchase is the spade bit that has that little screw pilot on the very top. That is for rough construction and electrical. You just pop it against the 2x4, it buzzes right through it without any effort because it's drawing in your bit. If you use that on this, you're going to have a bad time. And keeping your drill as perpendicular as possible, you're going to drill the full depth of that bit. It's about 5 inches down. You take a chill pill for crying out loud. You guys drop me a comment if you know why this guy's acting all squirrely. If drilling this deep of a hole has you guys a little bit on edge, I'll show you a method where we only have to drill one this deep. It's because we're going to remove this entire center section. Using a Forstner bit large enough that your jigsaw blade will fit inside of the hole, drill out about 1/8 of an inch away from your traced line. This way you are safe if you drill a little crooked or if you have some blowout on the back. And using your jigsaw, remove that interior. This shape is a little easier to work with than the other one provided, and I'll show you some tricks on how to get the other one nicely clean cut out using a jigsaw, since this one you basically just go in a circle, an oval. Another little life lesson packed in here. This jigsaw absolutely hates 2x material. I fought with it when I cut out the outsides. I was trying to hide it with some fancy camera moves. I'm going to use my other jigsaw. This one, it just ain't it. I don't know why. I've seen comments before where they're like, hey, my jigsaw just won't cut 2x material. And I was like, I don't know what you're doing wrong. Apparently, it's just the machine. It's a cheapy Amazon one. That's probably why. You know, get one in about the $50 range. Don't get a $15 one. And if you decide to remove that center core, you don't have to drill down as deep because you're only going down no more than 1.5 inches. And no woodworking project is complete until you've spent about 50% of your time sanding it. 120 grit sandpaper, put it in the palm of your hand, sand off these little edges so they're not as sharp, sand the interior edges. On the interior, you can throw it inside of a metal ruler, sand it that way. Because this is more round, you can get like a 1-inch dowel. You can throw your sandpaper around it and sand all the same. Here's a quick representation of how to cut out the interior of this shape. All of the other steps are exactly the same, and this is a great cutting pattern to achieve a clean and easy cut across the top section. And after experimenting with one of each kind, go grab these glass tubes. There's a link in the description. Pick up a fake flower from somewhere. Boom! Boom! 15 projects from one 2x6x8. Glass tubes are gonna come in this little plasticky thing. I just leave them in that. Paint or stain your creations to your liking. If I'm working with pine, I am only using Kona or natural stain. I try to cut the customer's decision-making process down to be as short as possible so that they are focused on purchasing a product, not talking themselves out of it. Our darker Kona stain takes about 2 days before it stops leaving residue on your hands, so we'll give it a good chance to dry, and as we are waiting, we can discuss some pricing. This book is just the Grimoire. Yes, it opens up like the Grimoire from Wicked. My wife got it for me. 2x6x8 costing $6.99. Glass tubes are actually plastic, $15.97 for 15. It's 15 per 2x6x8. Electricity, 3 cents. Blade usage, 2 cents. Piece of sandpaper, 7 cents. Stain usage, 5 cents out of that jug. Takes to $22.95 for the total package to make these guys. Now, we are selling them for $1 under Temu. Heck yeah, come on by the booth. We're cheaper, boys. $13.27 times 15. $199.05 in your pocket, minus that $22.95, brings us to $176.10 is your take home. I don't give them the flowers. The flowers are mine as a display. They need to put their own real flowers in it. And if you guys wanted to build some fake roses, it's 2 weeks ago we made those. There'll be a link in the description. Super easy, hand plane. That's all you need. I'm sure there's already a couple people in the comment section. JD Woodworking and Designs, he's not a big YouTube guy. He mainly does Instagram and Facebook Reels. He made this one with you guys. He shows you how to build them. He doesn't offer the plans. He doesn't cut out the centers. He doesn't offer a secondary clip. I started making these last year actually from a video that I had seen, and they sold pretty well. So it's in the roster. Guys, I'm 4 months out on videos as I make them. It was either a dream or I actually had seen it. Matthew Peach now made the sandbox bench that closes. That's in like 2 months, so I might have to either scrap it or end up to do it. I don't like doing videos if somebody else had already done them because then we get this where you're copycatting. By far the easiest, most important upgrade you could make to this project is the material choice itself. Grab some hardwood scraps, go to the local mill, buy some cutoffs, and it just gives you a different variety of grain patterns and thicknesses, and overall just makes them pop out a little bit more than using a piece of 2x6. I'm a little upset I stained this one with natural and this one with gunstock, and now they're almost the same color even though they weren't to start with, but trial and error. $15 from one. $15 from one. How many takes did this take? A lot. $15. 15 projects from one. No. 15 projects from 15 projects from one.